I see Earth, it's so beautiful. Yuri Gagarin's words echoed through history. April 12, 1961. Humanity took its first steps beyond Earth. The Soviet Union, a nation forged in revolution, became a spacefaring superpower. For decades, their achievements amazed us. Sputnik's beep, Laika's journey, Tereshkova, the first woman in space. These were feats that shifted our understanding of what was possible. But time, as they say, marches on. Today the roar of rockets often carries a different flag, the stylized X of SpaceX. This private company, fueled by innovation and ambition, has shaken the foundations of space exploration. Reusable rockets, once a distant dream, are now a common sight. Costs plummet, access expands. The final frontier, it seems, is open for business. How did this shift occur? How did a latecomer to the space race, a company with no history of government backing, surge ahead of a nation with such a storied past? The answer lies in a blend of technological prowess, economic realities, and a touch of daring that would make even Gagarin proud. The stars, once seemingly within reach of only the most powerful nations, are now beckoning a new generation of explorers. This is the story of how we got here. From the early triumphs of the Soviet space program to the rise of private enterprise in the cosmos. A journey from the familiar emblem of the hammer and sickle to the sleek, futuristic logo of SpaceX. A journey from government-led exploration to a future where the sky is no longer the limit. The Soviet Union space program was a source of immense national pride. It was a symbol of their technological might during the Cold War. Their achievements weren't just about reaching for the stars, they were about demonstrating their capabilities to the world, and demonstrate they did. Sputnik 1, a small, beeping sphere, sent shockwaves across the globe in 1957. It was the first artificial satellite to orbit Earth. This seemingly simple feat proved that humanity could extend its reach beyond the confines of our planet. It ignited the space race, a fierce competition between the Soviet Union and the United States. Then came Laika, the dog who captured the world's heart. Launched aboard Sputnik 2, she was the first living creature to orbit Earth. While her journey ended tragically, it paved the way for future human spaceflight. It provided invaluable data on how living organisms reacted to the harsh conditions of space. The Soviet Union continued to rack up firsts. They sent the first man into space with Yuri Gagarin's historic flight. They followed that up with Valentina Tereshkova, the first woman to journey beyond Earth's atmosphere. These milestones cemented their position as the early leader in the space race. Their achievements inspired awe and a touch of fear in the West. The Soviet space program wasn't without its setbacks and tragedies, but their successes during this era were undeniable. They had, in the eyes of many, conquered the cosmos. Their legacy would continue to influence space exploration for decades to come. The collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 dealt a significant blow to its once mighty space program. Russia inherited the bulk of the Soviet space infrastructure and expertise. However, the transition was turbulent, marked by economic hardship and a lack of clear direction. Despite these challenges, Russia continued to play a vital role in space exploration. The Soyuz spacecraft, a marvel of Soviet engineering, became a lifeline for the International Space Station, ISS. After the retirement of the Space Shuttle program in 2011, the Soyuz became the sole means of transporting astronauts to and from the ISS. This reliance on Russian technology highlighted their continued importance in the realm of spaceflight. They became a key partner for NASA and other space agencies. Their expertise, particularly in rocketry and human spaceflight, remained in high demand. However, cracks began to show in Russia's space program. Years of underfunding and a lack of innovation took their toll. Their space industry, once at the forefront of technology, began to lag behind. The rise of private companies like SpaceX, with their focus on reusability and cost-effectiveness, presented a new challenge to Russia's dominance. Russia's space legacy is a complex one. It's a story of incredible achievements, enduring resilience, and missed opportunities. While they continued to contribute to space exploration, they struggled to keep pace with the rapid advancements of the private sector. The seeds of their decline, sown in the tumultuous years following the Soviet collapse, were beginning to sprout. SpaceX blasts off, reusability and revolution. While Russia grappled with its space legacy, a new player emerged, one with a bold vision and a penchant for shaking things up. Founded in 2002 by Elon Musk, SpaceX set out to revolutionize space travel with a simple yet audacious goal: make spaceflight affordable and accessible. SpaceX's approach was a radical departure from the traditional government-funded model of space exploration. They focused on developing reusable rockets, a concept long considered too expensive and complex. Reusable rockets, they argued, would drastically reduce the cost of launching payloads into space, opening up a world of possibilities. Their efforts paid off. In 2015, SpaceX achieved the first successful landing of a first-stage rocket booster on land. This marked a turning point in spaceflight. No longer were rockets single-use disposable vehicles. They could be recovered, refurbished, and flown again, significantly lowering the cost of each launch. This breakthrough sent shockwaves through the space industry. SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket, with its reusable first stage, became a workhorse for launching satellites and cargo to orbit. Their launch cadence increased dramatically, surpassing that of their competitors, including Russia. SpaceX's success wasn't just about reusability, it was about their relentless drive for innovation, their willingness to take risks, and their ability to rapidly iterate and improve their technology. They challenged the status quo, and in doing so, they transformed the economics of spaceflight. Starlink's reach connecting the world, outshining rivals. SpaceX's ambitions extended far beyond simply launching rockets. They set their sights on a truly audacious goal, providing global internet coverage with their Starlink constellation of satellites. This project, launched in 2019, aimed to beam high-speed internet access to even the most remote corners of the Earth. Starlink's impact was immediate and profound. Within a few short years, they had launched thousands of satellites into low Earth orbit, creating a vast network capable of providing internet access to millions of users worldwide. Their service proved particularly valuable in underserved areas, and during emergencies when traditional communication infrastructure was disrupted. Russia, with its once proud space industry, found itself struggling to keep up. Their satellite program, hampered by sanctions and a lack of investment, paled in comparison to SpaceX's rapid progress. The Starlink constellation highlighted the widening gap between SpaceX's private sector innovation and Russia's increasingly stagnant space program. The impact of Starlink extended beyond just internet access. It had geopolitical ramifications as well. Countries that had previously relied on Russia for satellite launches and services began to look to SpaceX as a more reliable and affordable alternative. This shift in the balance of power in the space industry further eroded Russia's standing on the global stage. SpaceX's success with Starlink demonstrated the transformative power of private enterprise in space. They had not only disrupted the launch market, but had also created an entirely new industry, one with the potential to connect the world and reshape the geopolitical landscape.